Broadcast with this big breaking news coming in. The Delhi court has passed an interim order in favor of LGBK Saxena in a suit of civil defamation. The governor, remember, had appealed to the court to pass an order directing to refrain the AAP leaders from levelling defamatory allegations against him and his family members in the near future.
So when it comes to the interim copy, that has been also accessed by Times Now, and what is being said in the case of the plaintiff, that the defendants have also launched a barrage of personal attack against the plaintiff, making unsubstantiated and baseless allegations that the plaintiff had indulged in corruption and money laundering at the time of demonetization in November 2016, while the plaintiff was the chairman of the Khadi and the Village Industries Commission, the KVIC. So there were a series of allegations that were being levelled on part of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders. To them, the defamation notice that was sent across, and the Delhi High Court has now taken up this matter. Let me straight away go across to Meghna joining us from the Situation Desk, the interim copy that has now been accessed by Times Now. Meghna.
Absolutely. This is the interim copy that we've managed to access. This, remember, is against top AAP leaders, party spokespersons, MLAs such as Sanjay Singh, there is Atishi, as well as Saurabh Bhardwaj, amongst others, who have been named by the LG, who have allegedly defamed a high constitutional post. And this is what the interim order copy says. It says that the defendants, number 1 to 6, all of them top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, have created and circulated hashtags which includes LG Saxena ko giraftar karo, LG Saxena chor hai, so on and so forth. Further, the defendants have posted various tweets and videos in the form of interviews and press conferences on social media platforms about the defendants in order to tarnish the reputation of the plaintiff, which in this case is the LG. The defendants have also conducted interviews in news media towards defaming the plaintiff. The whole foundation of the libelous tweets and the posts and slanderous statements of the defendants is based on the extracts of the statements of the accused Sanjeev Malik and Pradeep Kumar Yadav, former employees of KVIC, recorded after the FIR was filed. In fact, this is an illustration of the posts that were put out by some of them, highly vicious, motivated as per the LG posts which were put out against him. In fact, it says that the accused are now stated to have siphoned off approximately 17 lakh rupees, which the defendants have alleged has come under the pressure of the plaintiff, who was then the chairperson of the KVIC. It goes on to say that these allegations which have been made are very, very defamatory in nature, and it is regarding one of the highest constitutional posts, which is that of the Lieutenant Governor. And then it goes on, this is what we have managed to access, that they have a huge following, and this is very important, that the defendants have huge following on social media. Therefore, the defamatory statements made by them have wide reach. Attention of the court has been drawn to the plaintiff, where the number of followers of the defendants also have been mentioned, and which is going to be very critical because the reach of these alleged defamatory statements is massive, is what the LG has alleged. In fact, it is against some of the topmost leaders, and it goes on to 12 different pages, which is the interim order. This is one of the biggest flashpoints which has happened between the LG and the state of Aam Aadmi Party run Sarkar in Delhi.
Right. In fact, the LG also has responded. He says, Satyamev Jayate. We have Priyank on the broadcast as well. Priyank, this is being seen, of course, as an interim relief and a massive win for the LG, who in fact had sought directions to take down these posts and videos.
Yeah, certainly, and the order copy also states that LG's position is a constitutional post, and this kind of statement being made against the Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital should not be done. Over the period of few years, we have been observing that there have been tug of war which has been initiated in between the Aam Aadmi Party government as well as the Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital, which was quite visibly not seen in the previous era before the Aam Aadmi Party came into power. There used to be, people war in between the LG and the Delhi government, because both of them, have been accusing each other for different things. But time and again, this kind of escalation of the war and kind of derogatory statement which is being made against the Lieutenant Governor was certainly a defamatory thing in nature. In the interim order, Swati, you can clearly see that the court has come out with a very strong and stern observation regarding the kind of statement which has been made against the Lieutenant Governor. We have seen that LG has ordered several inquiries against the discrepancies and discrepancies in the various departments which comes under the Delhi government, and that has been the reason because of which the war of words have initiated from the present party which is ruling in the national capital. So the court has has also come out with its observation. Although it's an interim order, the actual order copy, the final outcome of this matter which is before the court is yet to come out. But before that could come out, this kind of interim order is certainly a big relief for the LG, and certainly saving, I would say, saving for the constitutional post which is there in the national capital.
Right, but Priyank, when it comes to the allegations that had been levelled, they were quite serious one. I mean, we are not talking about one particular Aam Aadmi Party neta, there were many of them. Talking about gross irregularities, talking about money laundering during demonetization, and also the gross misuse of power when he was the chairman of the Khadi Gram Udyog. Just stay on with us. Shahzad Poonawala is also joining in. Shahzad, now this is important to note as far as court relief is coming in the way for the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi.
You see, Satyamev Jayate, truth always prevails, and this is not the first time Aam Aadmi Party has been caught lying blatantly. They did so in the issue of Arun Jaitley ji, they did so in the issue of Gadkari ji. They had to apologize for the other half-baked and hit-and-run charges they made against people. And the reason why they resorted to such lies, Amita, is simply because that they have no answers on the Sharab Ghotala, on the Waqf Ghotala, on the bus scam Ghotala, on the classroom Ghotala, and on the Hawala Ghotala. Satyendra Jain is in jail for last 4 months. Court has not given him relief. Amanatullah Khan has been remanded to jail. You have Manish Sisodia facing serious charges on which they won't answer a single question about the Sharab Ghotala. You have a situation in the bus Ghotala where the CBI probe has been ordered on the Chief Secretary's report. They won't answer questions, and to avoid these questions they make new allegations, hit and run, and they try to run away. Today the question is that after the court has reprimanded them for peddling fake news and lies, will Mr. Kejriwal now tell us why no action on Satyendra Jain, why no action on Manish Sisodia, why no action on Kailash Gehlot, why no action on Amanatullah Khan, and in fact he compares them with Kanha. This is the kind of audacity they have. This is a government that defends corruption. It's a government of corruption, by corruption, for corruption.
Just citing some of the observations, the court has called statements made by the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, rather allegations levelled against the LG, as reckless.
Yes, because the Aam Aadmi Party has always resorted to this kind of allegation making. You remember their entire itihas has been about peddling fake news and lies and creating a narrative against people, right from Arun Jaitley ji, right from Gadkari ji, and to now. Now the main question is that why are they doing this ABCD? ABCD stands for advertising, bhrashtachar, cover-up of corruption, and deviation. This deviation is happening because they don't have answers to the questions on Sharab Ghotala. They don't have answers to the question on Waqf Ghotala. Your channel took the lead in exposing how money was taken to shut down a primary school. Primary school was shut down for shops in exchange of money, and yet Mr. Kejriwal defends Amanatullah Khan. Your channel showed us to how this entire Sharab Ghotala took place. Your channel has shown how the entire Ghotala has taken place, the Satyendra Jain, the Hawala scam, which court has ordered upon. So instead of answering these questions and instead of declaring them as Kattar Imandar, Mr. Kejriwal should be telling us why he's defending the Kattar corrupt. But instead of doing that, he and his party always resort to victimhood card and the whataboutery card, and they try to lie their way out.
Shahzad, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast with your views. Just quickly, once again, doing a recap for our viewers. As far as this big development is concerned, the High Court has said that the allegations levelled against the LG are completely unsubstantiated. On a prima facie view, the various statements, interviews, press conferences, tweets, retweets, hashtags made are per se defamatory. They have been made in a reckless manner without any factual verification in order to tarnish the reputation of the plaintiff. Amita, in this case, it is the LG.
Absolutely. And Priyank, coming back to you on that, in the operative portion, it is also being said that the defendants are also directed to delete, to remove all of the defamatory or even factually incorrect tweets, hashtags, videos, press conferences, interviews, comments, captions, and even taglines that have been posted against the plaintiff and his family, as his family was also dragged into this controversy.
Yes, certainly, Amita, and this is a very, very important statement which has come up from the court's observation in this particular order copy. If you see the kind of statement which was told by one of the individuals of the party was certainly being carried out by every spokesperson and all those MLAs and leaders of the party. So there has been a discipline in the party of Aam Aadmi Party which is quite visibly seen, where the party line is being told by every set of individual. They wait for the statement from the High Command and then it is being followed. And in the garb of that, this kind of defamatory statement which was given by the Lieutenant Governor, which is a constitutional post in the national capital, in the country in fact, was being told by several individuals. So now the onus cannot, these individuals cannot run away from taking the onus from this. They will have to delete the tweet, they will have to come out with justification for what they have done. And all those posts and statements which they have given over the period of time will have to be scanned.
They have been given 48 hours time by the court to take down all of those tweets and those comments and interviews. Operative portion, Pratibha, over to you.
That's right. Here it is, and this is what has, embarrassed the Aam Aadmi Party. This is what the order says. In view of the aforesaid, an ad interim injunction is passed against the defendants, number 1 to 6, in the following terms. They are restrained from posting any defamatory or factually incorrect tweets, retweets, or even hashtags, videos of the press conference interviews, comments, captions, and taglines against the plaintiff and or his daughter in any manner whatsoever, which are in nature of content set out in the complaint. Not just that, also directed to delete and remove all the defamatory or factually incorrect tweets here as well, including the tweets, retweets, hashtags, videos of press conferences, interviews, comments, captions, taglines, all of it to be removed completely on the social media platforms of the defendants. Set in the documents, the details of which are given. So all of it is said to has been directed to be removed. So it's not just the tweets themselves, retweets, any hashtags, any press conferences, any comments, all of it has to be removed.
Absolutely. Now, this definitely is a massive embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party, given the serious allegations that they had levelled against the LG. And Priyank, like Shahzad Poonawalla, like the BJP is also pointing out time and again, Aam Aadmi Party has had to, in fact, face such embarrassment in the past as well.